I've seen is, I promise you. I had a lady.
I don't even fucking cry, bro.
She was in the house. She paying $2,500. She lost her job. She ended up working fast food trying to catch up. But instead of her moving, saying, "Okay, look, let me regroup. Let me go get me something cheaper," she was in there trying to pay that $2,500 by herself, working at Burger King, one of them fast food places. So when we did the eviction, she was upset. Said, "Man, you got to move up out of here. You ain't gonna be able to afford no $2,500. You got to regroup when you get back into the job you was in before."
I was working at Conway. I just got laid off.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy, man.
It's time to
crazy.
Regroup, get something cheaper.
Man, I see why black men go to jail every other day, man. This is crazy, man.
What's up?
You got a master key?
Yeah.
That's your so-called NB, your so-called black woman. The most evicted. You look through this channel, all you're gonna see is a whole bunch of NBs getting evicted. A bunch of NBs getting evicted. They are the most evicted. And you know, the scripture of Jeremiah 31 comes to mind. I want to grab that real quick. Jeremiah 28, 33, 31, 22, I believe. Yep. Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And thanks to feminism, women have passed men in leaps and bounds when it comes to specifically when it comes to the middle class. Here in America, a lot of women uh, have gotten their so-called education and got careers and stuff like that, and you see women getting a lot of opportunities to basically make more money, whereas previously they weren't given those opportunities or they were very very rare. So women have entered the workforce, and a lot of them are doing good for themselves, or shall I say a significant segment of them, shall I say, are doing good for them. That doesn't mean that the top elite of this world are women. They haven't capacity in that sense. But on the little lower levels and the middle levels, the woman they're you got a lot of women who are uh basically doing financially well. But what has happened as of this as the decade has turned is a lot of women have been losing jobs. As you heard earlier, the guy talked about basically that woman, she lost a job, had to work basically fast food restaurants. As this decade's turn, we're turning closer and closer into the AI age, the age of AI, the fourth industrial revolution, where it combines computers and artificial intelligence, computers and machines and technology. Because first it was the technology, the computers, but then it's the artificial intelligent, or the intelligent aspect of it, where it's dealing with algorithms and doing a lot of creative stuff that was traditionally reserved to women. I mean, to people. And a lot of these jobs that are being gone are these office jobs where women have been notorious for having these office jobs. They don't need you no more. You're getting laid off. You got so many jobs. I think they was calling it the the she session. I want to say I forgot if it was 2020 or 2021, but so many jobs that was gone. They called it the C got cut. They was called the she session. A lot of women jobs are being cut, and the economic trend is you seeing a lot of women getting into traditional men jobs, and that's not working out for them. As my personal testimony, which I might share later time, but these women, some of them get in, but there's only enough for a very, very, very few. When I say few, I mean like you can count on one hand how many women you might see in a traditionally male dominated job, and it'll always be male dominated job. They're not built to do physical labor, such as Amazon drivers, truck drivers, and stuff like that. They're not built for that. But those are the jobs that AI really is not snatching up right now. AI is not driving, semis cross country and making these long hauls. That's not happening yet. So a lot of these male jobs are protected by the AI. You got some of these jobs that are uh, basically uh, slashing, saying we don't need you, or what they're doing is, okay, we still need humans, we still need you, but we got AI that can do about a good 40% of your work now, so we need less of you. So whereas you might have needed, 40 people on staff or on shift, now we only need 5 of you now. All these strikes and these car plants that's going on is basically they understanding that AI is starting to take some of their jobs. And these companies, they don't give a F. They're about profit, profit, profit. That's what they about. They about making that dollar bill. And this goes into how so basically this goes to how to women are losing a lot of jobs. We're having to resort to you saw during the pandemic what they do. Everybody got an OnlyFans fucking account. Started going into sex work, and that's what happens when during in the Great Depression. A lot of women resorted to prostitution to pay their bills. Now you got Uncle Trump coming in, and he's about to be in very, very soon. I'm not sure the date that he comes. As of right now is 2020, 12, 25, 24, as of making this video, but it's around the corner. And with him coming in, he's talking about making a lot of changes. I want to say he was talking about making changes to no fault divorce. Um, and if he does, you know, it'll make it a lot harder for women to play games and get divorced, married to get divorced, and just run off with a guy's money or break up their own families and dumb stuff like that. A lot of women were dreading him coming into office. And another thing too is see how she basically would say that she had 2,500 a month job. I mean, her rent was 2,500. Now let me find out what the math on this is, because most places, far as rent, they want you to have 3 times, want you to make 3 times what the rent is. So if she's making 25, she's supposed to be making 25 what the rent is. That's 25 times 3. Uh, okay, 7,500. So she would have been pulling in. She should have been pulling in almost 8,000 a month, and she was able to basically hold down and maintain that 25. I mean that 25,000 a month. But now with her losing her job, she wasn't able. Whatever her job it was, she wasn't able to just hop up and just get another job that's paying that same much. She had to go to fast food. That's his personal testimony. She had to go to fast food. A lot of these people who's losing their jobs in all these different sectors, the banking sectors, uh, the AI, uh, tech jobs. Yeah, ironically, we're going to industrial revolution. A lot of tech jobs are being lost and laid off. They're losing their job. They're not equipped to go somewhere else. They can't just up and just get another job. They're going. You got some of them are losing their mansions, their mini mansions, having turmoil. They're losing $100,000 job, 120,000 a year job, 150,000 a year job, and going back to working fast food restaurant. And see, you see, she said basically, she was trying to uh maintain that till she got a better job, and it never came about. But the thing is, if she had somebody financially to help her that could help carry that burden, she wouldn't have been as in a rough situation. But I already see it. She was in this. She was strong, independent. I don't need no man. I'm paying my bills. And guess what? Now you work in a fast food restaurant and you getting evicted. Even if you had a man where you was splitting the bills going 50-50. Oh, and women hate that going 50-50 man. Oh, the modern women, or shall I say the ones on the internet, you know, they talk about how they despise that. But you need something. Scripture talks about in Isaiah 19 and 15. Basically, there not being any work in Egypt. In ancient Egypt, when the pyramids were built, you had slaves. There was work everywhere. Modern day Egypt, and anyways, by the way, the book of Isaiah was written during the Babylonian captivity, so Egypt was already gone. And prophets, when they were prophesying, for the most part, they're prophesying about the captivity that they're in. So he's in the Babylonian captivity, talking about Egypt. Now, what is he talking about Egypt for? Because it's talking about this Egypt, America, pertains to the future. There's no work here. You have a lot of during the pandemic. It was crazy how everybody was looking to all the businesses was looking to hire somebody, and everybody was not applying because everybody was getting paid to stay at home. It was like, man, I'm getting paid more to stay at home than actually go to work. So there was people that were not working and sitting and getting paid, getting either their STEMI checks or what was they call it, the not the PPP loans, but they was getting some type of checks that was coming in. And guess what? All of a sudden, it stopped. Then the tides turned. So instead of they was looking for workers, we can't find workers. Everything went back to normal, and now, and also that pandemic helped speed up the industrial revolution. Amazon took off during that time. Everybody staying at home. Amazon took the F off. All this remote stuff, learning from school, because social distancing, that took the hell off. So it sped it up a lot. Courtrooms, you know, by Zoom and stuff like that. It took the hell off. And so now, whereas it was employers couldn't find employees, now employees can't find employers. You got a lot of jobs that actually say that they're hiring just to basically make for cosmetic reasons. They'll post, but they're not hiring. They say they're hiring for this position, and you fill out an application, and then they don't call back, and then you look for that same job a week later, and they have an ad saying we're hiring. It's like, motherfucker, I just filled out an application for y'all. Y'all ain't giving me a call back. And that's another thing. A lot of a lot of these jobs, the typical H&R person isn't going through these resumes and reading them like that. A lot of times it's an AI going through and looking for certain buzzwords. So it's not even a human being sometimes. And everybody's so independent. You know, a lot in this economy, you gotta sometimes know somebody to know somebody to get in a job. And a lot of these women are so independent. A lot of these people, you know, men as well, and so independent and loners that they not networking with anybody, and they have so much confidence in their job that then up, you're fired. How do you get a job? You can't rub elbows with somebody. Hey, can you give me a job? Because you don't really mess with nobody. Nobody mess with you. You know, you're a loner with no friends. That's not good. You know, this is Isaiah. Hold on one second. Slacky about that. There was somebody knocking at my door. Thought that was suspicious. It was a wrong address. But Salakia. But what I think I was about to get. I think Isaiah 33. Isaiah 33 and verse 14. It says, "The sinners of Zion are afraid. Fearful hath fearfulness hath surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire?" That's talking about the destruction. This lake of fire is going to be hitting America from the ICBM missiles that come in and destroy this place, also known as the arrows. Uh, who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with the everlasting burnings? What is prophesied to burn forever? That's America or Babylon. Verse 15. He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despiseth the gain of oppression, that shaketh his hands from holdings of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from evil, from seeing evil. He shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him. His waters shall be sure. And I'm reading this because to get onto the point is that how we're coming into time of Jacob's trouble. Women are going to need a man. They're claiming that they're independent. No, you're going to need a man because bad stuff is going to happen. See, verse 16, it says, "He shall dwell on high. His defense, his place of defense shall be in the munition of rocks. Bread shall be given him. His waters shall be sure." Because a lot of evil things are going to happen in that day. That's why Scripture says in Isaiah 4, 7 women shall take hold unto one man, saying, "We should eat our bread, wear our own apparel. So let's be called by thy name." Because a lot of stuff is going to happen to where this independent woman spirit really is. I done seen that it's completely gone. It's a lot of they pretend. Some of them still pretend. You got a few that pretend, but then for the most part, I don't even see it no more. You see it on internet chat forums. Other than that, you don't see that shit in real life. Reading on. Matter of fact, uh, Isaiah. Wait, is that? No, I'm in the right spot. Take it 18. No. Uh, what is that? It's Isaiah 55 and 10, I think. Isaiah 55 and verse 10. Okay, yep. Isaiah 55 and 10. "For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void." So what is the word? The promises, the prophecies. You guarantee that that's going to happen. "But it shall accomplish that which it pleaseth, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I see it. I sent it." So The prophecies 100% are going to happen. Prophecies, some of them already have happened, and some of them are happening right now as we speak. Things is getting heavy out here. You know, the job market is not about to get better, it's about to get worse as we get further and further to the Industrial Revolution. So as bad as you see it, if you think it's bad in 2024, it's going to get worse in 2025. It just gets worse and worse. Women are going to 100% need a man in that day. This is Isaiah, what's that, 54 in verse, wait, no. Isaiah 32 and 9. I think did I get that? I don't think I got that. Isaiah 32 and 9. I don't think I've got, yeah. Isaiah 32. I'll read it anyways if I didn't get it. Isaiah 32 and 9, it says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Trouble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." So the woman's is been sitting so high and comfortable. You remember she was getting food stamps, Section 8, all this stuff. Section 8 line is long as hell. It's not as that easy. Where you have a kid get on Section 8 and put the man out the house, and you paying $50 for rent, and you get to work at Taco Bell, and you just live it up. Those days is long gone. There's still some women on Section 8, but for the most part, these women now that's having kids, they still living in their parents' house. They got a kid, still living in their parents' house, arguing back and forth with their mom, and they can't afford to move out on their own. Their baby daddy ain't SHI, or they think that they was independent. They lost their job and realizing that their job security is not as strong as they thought it was. Anybody of us could lose a job. I could lose my job, but have this arrogant attitude. I'm independent. I don't need nobody. That's when it comes back to bite you. You know, so I hope this lesson has been edifying. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Agakudash. Double honors to the elder GMS Ruel. Peace, salutations, and shalom.